Hey there, you. Welcome back to another reading. Now, look, I'm here for you to do this reading, and the reading is for you. All the information that's going to come through it is going to be useful for you at this time in your life. It's just the way it is. It's the agreement that I have with God, Source, Universe, whatever you want to call it. And if you enter into this agreement with us and decide that this is for you, just make that decision. It's your decision. But if you claim that and decide it, and then come into this experience, then abundance of information is going to be revealed to you. So let's just take a look at this oracle card reading. It's really just for you. Oh yeah, what's it going to be about? We're looking at the what? Aw, look at this. We're looking at the creative spark. Okay, the decision you made to decide that this reading's for you, that decision, that's the creative spark. That's you just getting calm, us getting calm anytime we make a claim. My relationship's going to get better. We're going to have smoother communications. We're going to see the good in each other, and we're going to celebrate that and reflect that more and more. The creative spark. Or what if it's about work? My work is going to get easier than ever before. I'm just going to kind of know what to do and what to say, and it'll flow every day. I will feel amazing at my job. The creative spark. So the goal is simply to relax and get still, and then to stake your claim. We claim it first, then it comes back as a reflection. We embody it, the creative spark. The creative idea, the creative words, the words that are creating the boundaries and creating the bridges for us to trickle across into the reality that we are preferring, the creative spark. So we're all just going to start really claiming what we prefer. You know this. Hey, honey, I would prefer that we go ahead and have some time together each week to go on a date night. What? Hey, son, I would prefer that you and I go out and have a little adventure and do something we've never done before. What does that sound like to you? What are some ideas that pop into your mind, that spark in your mind when I ask you that question? You can do this with anyone that you want to move forward on. Hey friend, I'm hungry. Want to go get lunch? You can invite it. You can invite the reality that you prefer. Look at the complacency card coming up. Bummer. You're so complacent. Watch. You're complacent. You're not changing. It's getting stale and dying. Winter. No. Why would we use our words to conjure this crappy experience up for us? No. Now look, if you feel like you're not moving forward in some area of your life, fine. Then this card comes out and you instantly know, like, all right. There are some things that I want to be focusing on and moving forward on. You don't need me to tell you that you're being complacent because, look, in a way we are all complacent, meaning that we've come to this placement. We have come up to this place, and we've meant well getting here. Complacement. We've come here, we've meant well, and we've gotten to this place in our personal life, and that's been good. And that's why she's in the blue, indigo blue, because that's the third eye or inner eye or conscious spiritual place where we've acted on our inspirations right up to this point. We've come to this place in our life because we have been following our intuition. We have been trusting God, Source, Universe. We have been claiming things with our words. Maybe we've done it accidentally. Maybe we've claimed some crappy things. Things will never get better. Maybe we said that when we were all angry. Things are never going to get better. Why am I here? We can undo that easily just by sitting down in our little third eye easy chair, intuition chair, inspiration chair. Go into your little relaxed state of being, your recliner. You're reclining into your own thoughts about what you would prefer to take actions on. Complacency. All right, I know I want to act and expand my material world. See the root chakra right here around her, like a little aura of root chakra material world expanding. She's just contemplating the little leaves, the little red leaves that are falling down. What areas do I want to put a little bit of my awareness, put a little bit of my creative spark, burn those leaves up, boom, use them as fuel. We're using it right now as fuel as we point our mind towards what areas of our life we want to make actions on. Me, I continue to take actions on the area of my life called oracle card reading, YouTube video making. I'd invite you to share my channel out to other people. If you've watched any of the videos and you've valued them, you could just put your attention on one of these videos and put it on your Facebook page and put a few comments about what you experienced in the reading. And if you shared it like that, you would be helping me out. It doesn't mean you have to do that, but know that you'd be making a big difference on the expansion of my personal pointing of my awareness and actions in the world, my creative sparks. Now look, what area do you want to make an action on and bring improvement in? All you have to do is start with a claim. Any area you want to strengthen up. You can see that the sun is there behind the clouds. And the clouds are really not blocking anything. The clouds are there for us to look up and ponder at. To imagine at. Do you ever go looking at clouds and trying to see something in them? Oh yeah, you did. We all have. And we all still do. That childlike awe and wonder, I'm wishing upon a star, a cloud. I'm wondering what that cloud might look like. We can conjure up with our creative spark, with our awareness, with our innermost self. Imagine and feel how we'd like our relationships to be, how we'd like our finances to be, how we'd like our life to be, our physical body to be, our lifestyle to be, whatever. You can put it up here and the clouds are going to turn into that shape and bring you back little signs and reminders of what you're hoping for. That's what faith is. It's the assurance of what we hope for. It's the substance of what we haven't seen yet, but that is soon coming to pass. Einstein said imagination was the previewing of life's coming attractions. So know that you are a self-validating machine, that you are fully equipped to expand your material world in any which way you feel you prefer to, just by using your intentions, your imagination, your words of God that are every word coming out of your mouth, and then the creative spark, that excitement of seeing your relationship growing even better. Oh my God, that'll be so nice. And that creative spark is the emotional light signature that burns this reality down, not in a destructive way, but it reshapes the reality around us. And in that way, it burns it down. It reshapes it, and it brings back a different kind of shape of the cloud to our personal life. And then it becomes our experience. Then we become to be placed in that place. We become complacent again. And then we're like, I'm glad it all expanded. I'm glad it all worked out. Now what do I want to do? That thing worked out for me. I guess faith does work. What else do I want to claim? Let's take another card. Well, it says here that we, don't worry about the word on this card. This is simply us. This is a confirmation to help strengthen what we just said. I was talking about going up to your third eye space. I was talking about getting the backing of God, source, universe, in whatever you claim. And so it's as simple as going up the ladder and touching the cloud in the sky, the third eye, your cloud in the sky, your spiritual self that's up and outside of the earth place, your personal world. And look how green it is there now. So green, health and wellness, spiritual heart chakra green, meaning that you've spiritualized, you've spiritual-eyed your personal reality, your personal circumstances, just by staking a claim, going up and staking a claim, and not being impatient, not being like, well, I don't know how my relationship's going to get better, or I don't know how my finances are going to grow, or no, not by like being impatient, instead being patient. I'm a patience person. I'm patient. I'm a patient of God. I am a patient being cared for by this spiritual dimension. I'm a patient of God. I'm a patient of give me more that I prefer. You wanted to give me good things that I hope for. Spirit, source, universe. You wanted to rain blessings of abundance into my life. Okay, I'm your patient. Yeah, do some of that goody good stuff with me. See, you can show yourself the belief. You can come to believe that this world is simple, and it's about you just going up, imagining and feeling, casting your vote, and believing that it's possible. Then let go, and let God bring it to pass. Super simple. Be the patient of the universe and let it care for you. And let it care and love you in a big way that's bigger than anything we first ever imagined. Yeah, we thought things had to be worked hard for. There's a time for hard work, but it won't feel like hard work. Ooh, maybe it will sometimes. So what? It will soon be formed into a blessing or a little bit of an ease and a little bit of a natural flow. Because when we feel all discombobulated, like things are tough and things are hard and things are, that's when we can't take it anymore. That's when we'll end up pausing and taking a break, taking a rest, taking a breath, mindful conscious breathing, pausing and getting calm. If we do that, right? Pause. What's that bracelet say, Brian? Pause and get calm by taking a few slow, deep breaths, holding them in a little extra long, letting go, and then we'll remember that we really are one with the sun. The sunlight of the Spirit is within reach, is within our reach. And that beautiful, burning, bright light of soothing creation power will reshift our reality. So let's take one more card here, something that we need to hear or can use for our highest good related to all this. Isn't that an interesting card to come out? Surrender to trust. And I've seen this card in just about every single deck of cards I have, except this one. This one's new. Oh, trust in another form. Trust in the formulation of the world that you want to see come to pass. Look at her just praying. She's the patient of God. Look at her just knowing that it's all okay. Look at her just floating on the river of light. Look at her just saying, oh my gosh, what an amazing sight to see my thoughts, my claims be sparked and put into my personal world, to feel that I am a patient being loved by God, source, universe, to know that there's nothing to be worried about, and to let it all go and let God do it. Trust yourself and your directions, because you're going to end up going towards those places that you come to. Oh, don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Nah, you got to follow your own heart compass. You got to mean well, you got to claim well, claim wellness, claim the good, and allow it to unfold. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. When you've made your decision, just like you did in the beginning of this reading, to decide that this was for you, when you make that decision, you stake your claim and you stand there until your patience of faith brings it to pass. That's your reading. I'm so glad to be a part of this spiritual adventure, with you. Leave me a comment, like this video, smash that little like button thing, that little thumbs uppy, and share the video. Just share it somewhere. If you're inspired to, you don't have to, but if you do, it'll help this channel grow. You'll help build a bridge to more people who can use this message to claim the good things in their own life, and you'll help humanity expand their ability to do for them what no one else can. Yeah, have faith, trust, and be well, my friends. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. All right, my name is Brian Nesline. I'm about to read a whole bunch of oracle cards as fast as I can. Let's see if we can get through the whole deck. They're going to be short little chippity chops, but they're going to be something. And I'm going to find out what the reading is as well, just as you will. I'm curious to know. Let's, on your mark, get set, and go. Whoa! Dissipating. What's dissipating? The fact that this video is probably not going to be a success. That idea that I just had in my head, like I can't read all these cards, but that's dissipating. It's dissipating. It's going away. And instead, I'm going to focus on something else, like she's doing on the TV. If you want something around you to dissipate, like a crappy idea or a negative idea or a hopeless idea, then just stare at something else. Look, she's staring at the dude who's staring at the newspaper. Stare at the inner place. She's going within the TV and staring at what she claims and hopes for. And that's going to cause all of the trouble or opposition in the world to dissipate, to go away, to leave us and never touch us again. And that's going to bring new power. It's going to bring a new type of a power. And that power is a healing power, as we see in the service card. It's a power for us to sit down next to our own self, our higher self, and to heal our spirits. As a person in the world, you're healing your spirit because you've got your personal self getting all of those cool things in your circumstances that you're hoping for. Your personal self gets so excited about it because that's the part of us that can feel all the gratitude and feel all the surprise. Because of that part of us, we're able to go when our spirit feels ill, when our spirit feels, which it can never be, when our spirit feels tired. And we go and we reassure ourselves. And look at this. When we do that, both of ourselves are strong and united. See? That's us again standing up in the glow of this union of our self and our spirit combined. That lets us then go out into the world as this beautiful double being that's all raveled up in the yellow abundance, goes out into the world to do more things, to get rid of our vices. They all fall off of us when we are really spiritually aligned, ourself and our spirit together. We can say goodbye to the vice, and we can instead go out and we can serve. We can serve what? We can serve what's coming up in the next card. What's it going to be, Bri? Oh, there's a lot of cards here. You better go quicker than this. We can serve up a whole big old plate of wisdom and a plate of white light. That means that we can hold the light for others so they can talk with each other and heal like these two little healing green trees are doing. Not just heal like between their conversations, but between like families. Look at this. This is like father-son, mother-daughter type thing, mother-son, father-daughter type thing. All of this white light that you and I can hold is going to bring a big immensity of wisdom, of new revelations coming through the world from God's source universe. And it's going to allow more people to talk about the wonderful things that are happening in their lives, smoother conversations. And that's going to lead to their leaves of green, like blossoming out more and more, which is going to be their own new ideas. They're going to be excited to share those in the world. And we're all overcoming the world as a result. Oh, dissipating by focusing on something. Boom. Then realizing you are a dual being and caring for your spirit, boom, and then sharing all that wisdom and watching other people multiply that wisdom in a cool way. And what's going to happen next? The God and child combined as one. The let's go. Where are we going to go next? The renewal place. Now that you know who you are as this spiritual self in the world, now that you know that you are emitting light all the time, and that light is coming to you all the time, and that it's right there at your fingertips, just like we saw in the other cards, right in her hand, just like we saw in the other cards, coming out of her hands. Now you know how to go through all of the different seasons. You can see the spring, summer, winter, fall stuff going on around here. And that's just also the seasons of your personal life. Every age you're at, 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old, doesn't matter. Throughout your whole life now, you're just going to continue to have that renewal process that happens 24/7. Ooh, so goody good. And if you ever feel like you're getting stuck, just relax in your little joy chair. That's why she's in the yellow chair. You go and you relax on some of the joyful things that you've experienced, and you parrot it back to yourself. You recount the joy to yourself. You tell yourself the story of joy. You tell yourself, and your spirit will start to become more immaculate. And what We can always count on that renewal. It's coming in left and right. You know, this reading really doesn't have to go through the whole deck because it's so beautiful where it's at. So we're going to do one more thing. What are we going to do? We're going to pull one more card, and it's going to come from a different deck. Let's take it from this crazy double deck. This is 2 decks of cards combined as one, just like we are saying that our spirit and ourself are combined as one. And let's find out what this all leads to at the end of this reading, because there was no reason for me to do that whole deck of cards. Maybe I will someday, but I don't need to today. And see, it's okay to start off with a claim and then to realize on your way that it's leading somewhere better, even better, more appropriate. Or it's okay to prune back your bigger ideas and take your profit of your win of what you just found. And that's all I did here was I realized that Spirit is guiding me to just let go and to say, here's your little offering, Mother Earth. Here's your little space of this new creation. You are creating the world with that light in your hand. Light in your hand. You got the whole wide world in your hands, and you are like Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Creator. You are the renewal machine for everyone around you because you are the center of the conscious world that you are living in, the consciousness that is in your personal experiences. Thank you for doing all the service work you do and for bringing all the wisdom you bring to us, to each one of us, everywhere. And thanks for all the hidden, unseen stuff that you are doing with your little magical holding of the light for all of us. We appreciate that so much, so much. You're not here by mistake, or maybe you are, but it doesn't matter. You're just here. And this reading is going to be for you, or you wouldn't be here. You'd be somewhere else. And if you click off it, then you'll be somewhere else, and that'll be for you. Wherever you go is where you are, and you're always looking at the readings through your own personal experiences. So every reading that I do is personal. Every reading that anyone does is going to be personal to you because you're going to understand it through your own concepts and your own emotions and your own events that you've been through. Let's take a peek and see what it is. The card that comes up is perfection, and that's really what it is. This whole world is really a perfect place. And once you make the decision that it is perfect, then you're going to start to see examples of it or evidence of it. That's how it works. We go out of our little self, the one that's in the world, and we go to our super Wonder Woman self, the one that is that spiritual consciousness, that innermost self. We go up there and we make that decision with our little superhero bandana. We decide that the world is perfect. Once we make that decision, and we let go of that, then we start to see the fruits of that. It starts to happen. Look, those are going to be ripe and sweet. That's a really sweet idea to tell yourself. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Now look, you use the yellow here. What's she doing? She's professing that the world is perfect. That means like when she goes out and she's around her friends and her friends are like, this world sucks. This world's all messed up. She's like, wow, the world's perfect, but my friend's saying it's all messed up. What do I do? Well, it's perfect even with my friends complaining. Wow, that's kind of cool how it fits in. Wow. So I'm not going to fight with my friend. No, I'll be like, wow, I'm so glad you're sharing your heart, mind, my friend. You're telling me what you are intending. Your friend's telling you what they're intending, what they are tending to inside them. They're tending to the idea that the world sucks. Ooh, that blows. Now, how do you think they feel? They feel like garbage. They feel afraid. They're scared that any minute the world will get them and take them away into the scary place. That blows. We don't like that. So instead, we stay calm. We stay calm. We say, aw, I hear you saying that the world sucks. I'm glad you're sharing so openly. You know what's nice about you, friend? You're honest. You're honest. And as you stay calm and you reflect back what your friend's saying, even if it's a negative thing, especially if it's a negative thing, you're not agreeing with them. You're just reflecting back what they're saying, showing that you accept them. It's perfect. Perfect in their imperfections. Perfect. Complaints are perfect. Complaints belong here. A broken clock is right twice a day. Everything has its place in duality. Every little nook and cranny filled with all the little different things, all the little kind of fruits. Even the rotten fruit has a place in this world. And that's okay, because we are not locked in to this world anymore now that we are spiritually awake. We can accept the variety of this life, which keeps changing anyway. Here you go, 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 the sacred union, which is what happens when you come up to someone and they're complaining. and you've decided that life is perfect, and they're complaining about something, right away you're like, oh wow, even complaining fits in. You have a sacred union with them, an agreement of the light, that even the darkness can't wreck it. Ooh, that's so cool. That darkness isn't even a bad thing. What? Now look, the sacred union really is you and the light, you and your perfect decisions that you're making up in here. And as you make that union, then it all goes outward as a experience for you to fall into or walk into or be led towards. It's almost like the rings of a tree, but this is all happening backwards. You're like walking inward to the experiences that you have imagined and felt up here. So the last card in this reading is something that we're going to get rid of. We're going to surrender this, and that's going to help us to expand our life even bigger. And what's it going to be? Let's see. It's surrender to your intuition, which is what we're talking about. You go into your inner space, you create those perfect votes. And that vote is going to come out and become part of the world. You can see this is the earth eye. It's going to become a part of the world that you're living in. You are the master of your world. You are the queen and king of your vote on this reality. And what you invest in up here in your inner voice is going to be what you interact with out there. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha. And that moment of aha is going to come through and guide you into the new iterations of yourself, your third eye space of anything is possible in this world that is perfect. Perfect. Thank you all for being a part of this. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, say hello, leave me a comment, sing a little song for me just by sending me something in the comments there. A little poem, a little this, a little thought, a little whatever. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.